City of Fountains is next, and I'm going to tell you what's hot and why moving to Kansas City, Missouri has so many benefits for you and your family. Kansas City is coming up now. The goal of this channel is to explore the entire metro Kansas City area, Kansas and Missouri. Talk about the schools, the shopping, entertainment, weather, sports, and everything else. If you want to learn more about Kansas City and you're thinking about a move for yourself or for your company, give this channel a like and a subscribe and smash the notification bell. I'll be uploading new videos about Kansas City neighborhoods and events or issues about Kansas City every single week. Seriously, I'll make you look like a rock star. Now, if you want to know something more specific, drop me a note in the comments and I'll do my best to cover that issue for you. Now, let's talk Kansas City. All right, here's some basics. First, the cost of living in Kansas City, Missouri is 8 to 9% cheaper than the rest of the country for housing, basic necessities like food, clothing, groceries. The average Kansas City home value is a little bit more than $230,000 and is on the market for about 11 days, so they sell pretty quick, less than 2 weeks, which is kind of nice. Like most cities, Kansas City has a diverse real estate scene with homes in the urban core in the 50s and several luxury neighborhoods and properties with prices in the millions. So you can find a little bit of everything. Kansas City really shines here. Kansas City has 4 Super Bowl appearances, 2 World Series appearances, and the NFL Draft in 2023. I bring this up because it shined a positive light on Kansas City, Missouri, and we've seen a steady growth of about 1% over the past year. Employment in Kansas City, well, we are the home of so many large employers. Employers like AMC, American Century, Black & Veatch, just to name a few. It's an engineering company. Burns & McDonnell, Cerner Corporation, Evergy, the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City. And I could keep going. There's several more. Farrell Gas Partners, Garmin International, H&R Block, Hallmark, and on and on and on. Kansas City Southern is also in town, a railroad company, and all these guys, man, they employ thousands of people across the metro. Add to that the low cost of living in Kansas City becomes a really attractive city if you're considering a move for you or for your company. Now, weather in Kansas City, it has its extremes. January and February are usually the coldest months, like everywhere else, with average temperatures in the teens, but they can get down to the negative teens when winter really gets going. Very nice spring and fall seasons. Temperatures ranging from the 60s to the 80s. Summer will get you if you're not used to humidity, because it can get really bad. Highs in the 100s, high humidity from July and in August. We all just retreat indoors in July and August. Crime in the city is mostly around the urban core, and compared to larger cities, Kansas City fares okay. Kansas City police data shows 182 killings in 2023, which was up over 2022. Kansas City Mayor Quinton said on X, formerly known as Twitter, that some crime trends have gone in the right direction, such as non-fatal shootings are down, and this year compared over last, while others, like homicides, have reached new highs in the city. And he says we're working on collaboratively building a safer city in 2024. I like Mayor Lucas. He seems like a really down-to-earth guy. Unfortunately, crime is a real issue everywhere you go, and it has been since 2020. Fortunately, cities like Liberty, Overland Park, Lee Summit, and other outlying areas have very little crime, great schools, and a good environment to raise your family. I ran into this live stream with the mayor that speaks to crime in Kansas City specifically. Here's what he had to say.
On police, on public safety issues, there are a few different things that we're doing. One, this week we'll vote on the budget in Kansas City. In the budget, there's a proposed 30% pay increase for starting Kansas City police officers. It is important that we be able to recruit new officers, that we do the work to get them into academy. I was proud of the fire department last year, which was able to recruit its largest and most diverse class, not just in the history of KCFD, but in the history of the state of Missouri. That's the sort of thing we want to see coming with KCPD as well, and we're going to continue to try to do the work that we need to do.
I'll drop a link below if you want to watch the entire live stream from the mayor. It's pretty interesting to watch. I watched the whole thing. He's a good speaker, so it goes quick. Now that we've covered the basics, let's explore more about the culture and sports scene in Kansas City. First up, we have the Kansas City Chiefs, 3-time world champions, and if you move to Kansas City, expect to learn the chop. Everybody knows chop, big deal out here. And you're probably going to end up owning more than one red piece of Chiefs gear for every Friday, Red Friday, and Sunday from August through February. Even the least interested fans seem to jump in on the enthusiasm the Chiefs have brought to our city. Don't be surprised that when your usually uninterested sports partner is screaming at the top of their lungs at the television set because of a holding call that clearly wasn't holding. The Kansas City Royals are in the Arrowhead complex as well and want to move downtown in 2031 when their lease expires. Now, at this time, in the spring of 24, that issue went up for a vote and failed for the first time around, but I believe the Royals will eventually leave the complex. Hopefully they'll stay in the metro area, and the Chiefs will take over the entire Arrowhead complex, and then they'll rebuild their stadium. Kansas City also has the current women's soccer team, the Sporting KC, our beloved men's soccer team. There's definitely soccer fever in KC if soccer's your thing, especially with the World Cup coming to town, and we will be hosting 6 matches at Arrowhead Stadium in 2026. Let's talk about probably one of the most mouth-watering aspects of Kansas City, and that is our barbecue. There are several areas in the country that claim barbecue. They have the best barbecue, but in the minds of most Kansas Cityans, man, they're all pretenders. Those folks still think Kansas City is in Kansas. Texas barbecue is all rub, no sauce. Tennessee barbecue is good, slow cooked, but no variety. KC barbecue is legendary, known for its slow cooked meats, delicious variety of sauces. If you want sweet, hot, hickory, smoked, southwestern, whatever you want, Kansas City has the flavor and the sauce for your palate. One of the top barbecue restaurants you gotta try is Jack Stack Barbecue. There's also Q39, their award-winning, Arthur Bryant's, Joe's Classic Barbecue, and so many more. Trust me, you won't be disappointed with any of these choices. Links are below if you want to check them out. Maybe you can get some food delivered. I don't know if you're close enough. So here's what I love most about living in Kansas City area. Number one, the sense of community out here is amazing. People are very friendly. It's just a cool town to live in. It's really nice. 2, food, of course, is amazing, and there's so much more than barbecue to choose from in Kansas City. There's everything from casual to fine dining. There's a lot of choices out here for food. 3, all of our local sports teams. Kansas City is a sports town, no doubt. Win or lose, it's a blast to go watch a game, whether it's hockey or soccer or football or baseball. The art scene in Kansas City is thriving. Most people don't know this. From the Nelson Atkins Art Museum, the Kansas City Museum, which has the dinosaur bones. This is really cool. I love the dinosaurs. First Fridays in the Crossroads Art District, Kansas City Art Institute, the Plaza Art Fair, and all the crafts and art festivals across town that happen all year long. I mean, there's always something exciting happening in Kansas City when it comes to the art community, and it's something we don't hear enough about. That's what I got. That's a wrap for our tour of Kansas City, Missouri. From sports to culture and everything in between, this town truly has it all. If you want to know more about Kansas City, give the video a like, give it a subscribe, and keep an eye on the channel. We'll be adding new videos every single week of a different part of Kansas City so you can learn about the whole place. If you're considering a move across country, drop me a note, and I'll get our relocation specialist at Reese Nichols to help you start with your journey. They will make it easy for you. These guys and guys are professionals of what they do, and they can help your company with your relocation needs. Now, if it's a local move, I have a process that I put together that helps make sure that you're not paying too much for your property and that we didn't miss any properties that you might have really loved. All right, that's important. Either way, drop me an email and I will get back to you and help you get started. And I hope you got something out of this video. My team works really hard to put these videos together and to go to all locations to get the shooting done, and they appreciate you as well. Until next time, this is Living in Metro KC, and I'm out.